This Oz Amazing itinerary takes us for 10 nights to check off people's bucket lists. This is doing the British Open. We begin this Oz Amazing itinerary in Dublin, Ireland, and we end in Hamburg, Germany. It's also a PerryGolf departure, as we've partnered with PerryGolf for some unique golf itineraries around the world. So if the British Open in 2013 is on your bucket list, definitely come cruise with Azamara Cruises. I'm here with our destination expert and the world's greatest hacker, Claudius Dosicow. Hi, Claudius.
Hello, Edie.
Have you been golfing lately?
Not lately, but I think, as you mentioned, this is a great way to travel with us and swing that club. Definitely.
Well, I'm the world's greatest hacker, and even though I can't golf well, I have beautiful Italian golf shoes. In any event, we begin this Oz Amazing itinerary in Dublin. What do you suggest our guests see and do in Dublin?
If our guests take part in the PerryGolf package, there will be an extra night spent in Dublin to play some of the great courses there. Or if you're interested in gardens, I would highly recommend a trip to the Powerscourt estate.
The first stop then takes us to Belfast, Ireland. What will our guests see and do there if they're on the golf departure or they're not?
If they're on the golf departure, there will be some golf played just outside of Belfast. And if they're not part of the golf package, we will be offering some interesting land discoveries that talk a little bit about the history of Belfast and show the guests many of the places that have been in the news. And Belfast is going through a revitalization. It's a very, very interesting place to see in and around the town.
And since we stay there till 10 p.m., it allows for some night touring that Azamara Cruises is so famous for. Our next stop then takes us to Glencock, Scotland, where we stay until 8 p.m. What is there for our guests to see and do there, again, if they're part of the golf departure or not?
Again, if they're part of the golf package, there will be another full 18 holes of golf. And if they're not part of the golf package, my suggestion would be take one of our trips to the Glasgow, which is it was a cultural capital of Europe just a few years ago, and it's a wonderful town to visit.
Glasgow is a fabulous town. So then we have an at-sea spa day before we end up in Invergordon, Scotland. What do you suggest our guests see and do there?
Invergordon is a delightful stop because it takes our guests into the heartland of the Scottish Highlands with some very scenic land discovery options.
Lovely. And then from there we head over to Leith, Scotland, which is the port for Edinburgh. And we're actually there for 3 full days. What do you suggest our guests see and do there? Of course, the British Open.
That's correct. We will be there Saturday and Sunday, the last weekend of the British Opens. We will be offering tickets to the British Open, so you don't have to play golf if you want to attend that. Just purchase the tickets through us. And of course, the city of Edinburgh, which is a very short drive away from the port of Leith, offers many, many things, including, of course, the castles, shopping on Princess Street. And with 2 nights in Edinburgh, we, believe it or not, the Scottish cuisine is quite interesting.
Oh, it is. Are we talking about haggis?
We're talking about haggis.
Well, let's move on. The next day we have an at-sea spa day before we end up in Hamburg for 2 full days to round out this itinerary. What do you suggest our guests see and do in Hamburg?
Definitely watch the sailing into Hamburg, as the ship will travel about 8 hours from the North Sea up the river into the city of Hamburg. Hamburg is sort of a hidden jewel gem. Definitely stroll around the city hall, try some of the beer and the famous herring.
Well, not to mention, I think it was the city where the Beatles got their start. Whether you choose to take this Oz Amazing itinerary or any of the many others that Azamara Cruises sails to, for sure, you'll love where we take you. Come cruise with us. Bon voyage!